from EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw play. It's Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. This sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Jackson on first down, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Running on first down, Eckler. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Jackson will throw again. Buying time to his... And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to... And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at...
To review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Second down and goal. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll be brought down. The 27-yard line.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, and now they're going to fit. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Herbert on 1st down now. It's complete to Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 28 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and goal. Herbert flushed out right. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So we reach half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away.
On the return is Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. From just shy of midfield, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they move. The ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll go again with Kelly. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone, buying time to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From the 31, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Past the 20. 5. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally brought down at the 43.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Herbert escaping the pressure right. Allen's got it complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. He's going deep for Brown.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kaiser White.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's got Allen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.